Kingambit, the number one Pokemon which everyone wants to use and no one wants to face, and for obvious reasons. Kingambit is the number one Pokemon which can bring back games from the brink of death. Even if you're 5-0 down and have a Kingambit in your party, there has been situations, I'm sure you might have seen people winning games from that positions, and you might also have won games from those positions. So today we are going to be looking at 5 instances where Kingambit has brought back games from the brink of death. So let's begin. Also, if you are enjoying my variety Pokemon content every single day, consider yourself subscribing to the channel and leave a like on the video, cause we are on the road to 10k and we have the most exciting videos every single day. And without wasting any more time, let's begin. This is a game from the OLT qualifiers, or better known as the official ladder tournament. On the top, we see a participant who is trying to qualify for the official ladder tournament and hoping to make the playoffs. On the bottom, we see a player who is trying to make it very hard for their opponent or the participant to qualify. The ending of this game might not surprise you, but I can bet that it's a very interesting one. So let's begin. Number 5. We see a Samurott lead on a Cinderace. Okay, the Cinderace is just gonna U-turn out to the Great Tusk, or the Excalibur also works. The Samurott, as obvious, Hyper Offense team gonna go for Edge and gonna get the Spiker up. The Excalibur is leftovers. The Secret Sword comes out boosted by Sharpness and destroys the Excalibur. The Enamorus comes out, but yeah, their opponent Firenia goes to the Gold Digger. It's gonna eat the hit up and it does no form of damage. The Goldengo is very bulky. The Goldengo threatens it with a Make It Rain or the Shadow Ball. They go for the obvious Make It Rain. The Ace takes it not that well, but Ace can get a U-turn or a Pyro Ball off if it wants to. Ace goes for a code change. That's a good code change though, because yeah, you just want to get the one layer out, and they go to the Enamorus. They didn't Aqua Cutter, but I think they can. I mean, Firenia can get an Aqua Jet chip or a Sucker Punch chip. Okay, that also works. The Enamorus is just gonna kill Samurott with Moon Blast, and the Goldengo is most likely okay. The Sandy Shock comes out. That also works because the Sandy Shock is gonna get the speed boost, and it threatens to kill the Enamorus with the T-Bolt. The Sandy Shock goes for the T-Bolt over going for the rocks, and the Sandy Shock might Terastallize here. Do the Terra? Yeah, the Terra Eyes goes for the Terra Blast, destroys the Enamorus, and we are forced to see the Slow King. Yeah, the Slow King is most likely Assault Vest. Earth Power, no, it's not Assault Vest, it's some other item, but yeah, he goes for the T-Web because it's a nice set now, and we see the Slow King. So already, just in 11 turns, their opponent Mera is already, 3-0 down, but they managed to kill the Sandy Shock. The Terra is gone. However, the Iron Valve comes out and CC looks very hard here. CC is gonna kill the Cinderace because Iron Valve has 130 base attack. Mera can hope that this Val doesn't have Moon Blast. He has Destiny Bond. The Tusk goes for the Rapid Speed. Oh, that's a good play by the Tusk though. The Destiny Bond, I mean, yeah. I think Mera saw it coming, but the CC still does a lot of damage, and this Val is gonna... Okay, Tusk Rapid Spin second, but the Val is still gonna be faster, I assume. The Val goes for the CC, and the Great Tusk, do it drops? Does it drops? It goes for the Bulk Up. Okay, I don't know what this play was, but the Val is just gonna take damage. Yep. And the Great Tusk goes for the Rapid Spin. Okay, it's a +1 Tusk, but I think like the wake in this team is very bulky. Yeah, they go to the Walking Wake. I mean, Mira is already, it's not looking good for him because the Wake is definitely gonna kill the Great Tusk. It's gonna leave the quick with ease. And then it came down to one Kingambit versus the whole world. But let me tell you, it's a Kingambit, right? So the Sucker Punch and kill the Walking Wake. Firenia goes to their own Kingambit to threaten to kill it off with a low kick. However, we see the Terrafly come out, the low kick does no form of damage, and the Kingambit goes for an SD. Just like that, from 3-0 down, 3-1 down, the Kingambit eats the Iron Dart, gets the flinch as well. Oh god. Oh, no way. Okay, they go for the Iron Head again, and this Kingambit goes for the cutout as a good chunk of damage, so it's Sucker Punch Mind Games again, and we see that Mira's Kingambit is slower. Sucker Punch fails, Mira goes for the SD. Oh my god, don't tell me this is gonna happen. There's no way I'm watching this. Goes for the Sucker Punch again. Oh my god, Mera goes for the SD. Firenia goes for the Sucker Punch again. Mera goes for one more SD. Oh, this is not happening. This is not possible at all. Now Mera goes for the Sucker Punch. He predicts Firenia to go for the Cutout or the Iron Head. Oh my god, the Goldengo comes out. The Goldengo might go for the Trick here. Goldengo goes for the Recover, but is the Recover gonna save the opposing Kingambit? Kingambit goes for the Sucker Punch, the Goldengo goes for the Recover. I mean, after a certain point of time, Make It Rain won't even kill the bulky Kingambit. I think Mira is just calculating to see how much Kingambit needs to recover up. Oh, wow. Finally, from 3-1 down, we see a Kingambit, Terraflying Kingambit, which almost was at just 10% health, brought back the game from the brink of death. And this is why I say, Even if you're in a bad spot and you have a Kingambit in your back, it's not over till it's over. So yeah, number 5 was just Kingambit. Terraflying Kingambit saved Mira from losing to the OLT qualifier and made it very, very hard for the OLT qualifier. So let's move on to game number 4. Game number 4 is also a game from the OLT qualifiers. On the top, we see an OLT participant named CXSH trying to qualify for the tournament, and obviously they have brought a stall as well. Because why wouldn't you, right? Stall is a very safe playstyle, but their opponent is no slouch either. They face a Storm Zone who has brought a Hisuian Braviary. Now, this is a mon which you do not see, but this mon hits very, very hard because it has sheer force and all that strong hurricane and other moves going. So yeah, Storm Zone versus the OLT participant. Let's see what happened in this game. So we see a Baxcalibur lead on the Blissey. I'm just gonna speed this game up because it's a stall game, it's a long game. So yeah, Baxcalibur goes for the Choice Banded Icicle Crash. Time to go for the flinch, and we see Storm Zone back, snaps early KO, turn 2 only. The Dondozo comes out, goes for the body press, does absolutely no form of damage. The Landy goes for the U-turn because I think Storm Zone knows that their opponent has a full heavy duty boost team, so rocks wouldn't make sense. The Baxcalibur comes out again, Blissey goes for the protect, and the Glaive Rush should murder something unless they go to the Aloe. The Aloe takes a lot of damage, and Aloe is trying to PP stall the Baxcalibur, but like, do they switch out? They go to the Dondozo. The Baxcalibur goes for the Glaive Rush, does 53 to the Dondozo. Now the Cyclizar is gonna get sacked. So CXVH is forced to testalize something. They protect, trying to PP stall. The Aloe comes out on the Landy, and Storm Zone goes for the Grass Knot, does a lot of damage, and the Aloe goes for a Wish. Storm Zone switches out to the Kingambit, and we see the BC come out, but like the Aloe, okay, they go for the SD, but Aloe goes for the Protect and Kingambit goes for the Cutout. Okay, does he have to sack Ammonia? They go for the Wish. Cutout does a good chunk of damage, but CX can go to the Dozo and eat the hit up. Yep. Storm Zone shouldn't risk a... Okay, yeah, they shouldn't risk a body press, and yeah, the opponent goes for the body press, and the Landy takes a good chunk of damage. The BC eats the U-turn up, and we see the Baxcalibur come out again. The Baxcalibur goes for a Glaive Rush, but this Baxcalibur doesn't have a lot of PP. Now we see the Terra Fairy BC come out. Yep. The Baxcalibur was such a problem that he was forced to Terra. We see the Ace come out. The Ace can go for a Pyro Ball and goes for a low kick. That's a good hit, but it does no form of damage. The Ace goes for a Core Change because the Baxcalibur is Choice Banded, so it's gonna take a lot of damage from rocks. The Lumamola goes for the Whirlpool, but yeah, I think he's gonna just Protect stall to chip the land even further. They go for the Protect, Landy goes for the U-turn. I think he's gonna go for the U-turn again. Yep, the U-turn comes out again on the Braviary. Aloe goes for the Wish, and the Blissey comes out. Oh, that's a good U-turn. And we see the Kingambit come out. Okay, the Kingambit goes for the low kick. It does absolutely no form of damage to the Dondozo. The Landress comes out on the Avalanche, and the Landress is gonna die to the 4x with move. The Braviary comes out, and the Braviary goes for the U-turn again because stall players, the plate said they don't want to stay in. The Baxcalibur goes for an Earthquake. This Blissey will not like to take this Earthquake at all. We see the Aloe come out, takes a good chunk of damage, and gonna go for a Wish for sure. Yeah, they go for the Wish, and we see the Cinderace come out on the Dondozo. I mean, Storm Zone had momentum, but yeah, it's not looking good at all. The Ace does no form of damage. The Dozy goes for a Body Press, does so much damage, and the Ace is gonna get sacked here. Yep. Now we see the Baxcalibur come out again, goes for the Glaive Rush, fails to kill the Dondozo, and the Dondozo goes for the rest, and the Blissey is gonna come out the Baxcalibur. Yeah, the Baxcalibur is out of PP. It's looking bad for Storm Zone. It's looking really bad for Storm Zone. It's looking so bad. The Aloe comes out, eats the struggle up, and the Aloe is gonna go for a Wish. Okay, now we see the Deadman Kingambit here to save Storm Zone's game. Kingambit goes for the SD, and the Kingambit can go for one. Oh, they go for one more SD. That's a crazy wild SD. But what can you do to a Dondozo? He's Terra fighting low kick. That does 50% damage to the Dondozo. Just like that, from 20% he goes straight up 50% and fallen 3. Terra fight low kick Kingambit. They go to the Claude. The Claude gets murdered by Katauki. Claude goes for a Toxic, but is it Lump? It's not Lump, but what the hell do you do now? The Cutout just kills the Clodsire. He has to go to the Blissey, but Blissey will not like to take this +3 hit. Goes for the Soft Boil. The Kingambit goes for a low kick, does 88% to a Fairy Blissey. That also max defense Blissey. They go for a Protect time to stall it out, but yeah, this Kingambit is on drugs. It's mega boosted. They go for the double Protect, fails, and the Cutout just destroys the Blissey. Holy shit, man. And they go to the Aloe. They have to protect here. I mean, this Aloe might win the game. I'm not sure if this Aloe might win the game if they can get past the Braviary. Because I'm sure they're going to stall the Azu. The Braviary goes for S per wing, and Choice takes S per wing. and just destroys one hit, kills the Lobomola. And just like that, from a stupid position, Storms will manage to win the game with the black belt Terrafighting Kingambit, by the way. It's black belt, not black glasses. So amazing game 4, and now we move on to number 3. This is an amazing game, and this is also for the OLT qualifiers. So on my side, we have Damien, who is looking to qualify for the OLT, and their opponent is Cheap Greenleaf, who is a very good ladder player. Their job is to make it very hard for Damien. And I think you might know this team which Chief is using. This is the Mono Quick Claw team, a very mean team but a good team as well. And Damien is using a very standard team. But this game is just wild. Just watch what happens in this end. Just watch what happens in the end. So let's just begin without wasting any more time. We see a Meowscarada come out on a Breloom. Okay, the Meow can go for a knock off the Focus Sash. Yep, knocks off the Focus Sash. We see the Rock Tomb come out. That's a good Rock Tomb because this Breloom can go for a Mach Punch or a Bullet Seed if he wants to. This Chief go for the Mach Punch or Bullet Seed. Chief goes for the Rock Tomb. Ooh, that's a very crucial miss. And now the Azu comes out. Is it Citrus? Oh, the Azu takes no form of damage. I think this is going to be a Citrus belly drumming Azu. It's not a Citrus Azu. It's like Quick Claw. I guess this Azu is Quick Claw, right? The Meow comes out again. The Azu doesn't want to reach the Quick Claw. The Slowbro comes out on the lead storm, and the Slowbro can get, it's 60%. Oh, it's leftover Slowbro. It's not even Quick Draw, Quick Claw. The Slowbro goes for a Trick Room. What the hell is this? It's a Trick Room team. Oh, it's not a Mono Quick Claw team. Okay, nice change. The Ace comes out, and we see that the Azu comes out, and the Ace goes for a Pyro Ball, and it might be a Choice Bandit. It's Life Orb. That does so much damage. The Breloom comes out. Ace goes for the Sucker Punch, and Breloom goes for the Sport. That's a really good sport, and the Breloom can... Okay, they switch up to the Slowbro. They want to reset the Trick Room. Not looking good for Damien at all. The Cinderace is asleep. The Slowbro switches out to the Breloom, and the Ace wakes up and goes for a Pyro Ball. The Breloom gets murdered. But we all know who is coming out right now. I think the Luna Bear is going to come out. Yep, the Luna Bear comes out. Sucker Punch isn't going to do a lot of damage. Still does a good chunk considering its stab, and the Facade comes out, and the Cinderace lives. Okay, they go back to the Slowbro. Damien goes for the Sucker Punch again, and the Slowbro is gonna go for an Iron Defense. That's a wild, crazy... It's a Trick Room Iron Defense, but what does Damien do now? What on earth does Damien do? The Slowbro is mega boosted, goes for the Trick Room. The Dragonite goes for a DD. The Slowbro is keeping on bulking up. The Dragonite does a good chunk of damage. It's a Life of Dragonite. The Slowbro tears into water. It's Psychic as well. What on earth is happening? The Dragonite is gonna get Stone World. What is happening right now? The Psychic comes out again. The stupid Life of Dragonite. And this Dragonite is just gonna go for an E-Speed just to get some chip damage off. Okay, at least the Force the Terra. The Baxcalibur is gonna come out, I guess. The Baxcalibur comes out. He's gonna go for a substitute, but the Slowbro goes for a Trick Room. I don't think Aishad is gonna kill, so the Slowbro goes for the Body Press. I mean, if Damien wants, he can stall the Trick Room out. Damien goes for a sub again, but I personally would have tagged here because you don't get anything by subbing, right? You just weaken your Baxcalibur. You do not get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. I mean, Damien might have lived a hit from the opposing Gambit or the Luna Bear, but now he definitely is not gonna live. This crazy Slowbro set is just destroying Damien. 4-1, 4-2 down. Goes for a DD, but what do you even do here? Because they have the Kingambit, they have the Luna Bear, and the Iron Hands is definitely gonna live the hit. I'm pretty sure Iron Hands did. They go to the Kingambit. The Kingambit, it's Balloon. Okay, so they no need to do anything. Damien goes for the flinch, and does he get the flinch? He doesn't get the flinch. And just like that, Damien is down 3-1 with the Kingambit. Look at the situation. Kingambit versus possibly the biggest Kingambit check. Iron Hands. Fight electric type, resists both stabs of Kingambit. Resists the steel stab and resists the dark stab as well. Iron Hand is like the best check for Kingambit ever. They have to deal with the opposing Kingambit who might have low kick and who is very, very healthy. And the Luna Bear is also very, very healthy, and Luna Bear is gonna one-shot the Kingambit. So pretty much this is the worst situation for Damien right now. So let's see what happened in the conclusion. The Kingambit goes for the SD. The opposing cutout comes out. He doesn't have low kick, so Damien didn't. Oh my god. The Iron Hands comes out on the SD. Oh, it's a +4. Holy shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. Damien is fighting. Drain Punch does no form of damage. Low kick obliterates the Iron Hands. +3 low kick. Oh, no. They go to the Luna Bear. Luna Bear gets destroyed by Sucker Hand. Can the Kingambit get a tap? Is he gonna die too? Can you get an added flinch? Oh my god, Chief's Kingambit is slower. And from that position, would you believe that I showed you the position, right? Oh my god, yeah, this is impossible scenario. Iron Hands the best. Look at the situation. 3-1 up, Chief lead clean. They have a full 100 HP Iron Hands at the back. How do you get past a situation like this? Only possible if you have a Kingambit in your back. From this situation also, yeah, the Iron Hands gets absolutely destroyed, the Luna Bear gets murdered, and the opposing Kingambit. I mean, Chief Leaf Green not only needed to flinch this Kingambit with Iron Head, but then again he needed to like play some Sucker Punch mind games. Absolutely crazy. Okay, now let's move on to game number 2. Number 2, we have a game from the OLT as well, but this time it's between two OLT players who are both looking to qualify. On the top, we have Asan, who is a very, very good player, and they bring a lot of heat. They're a good player and they try to bring heat stuff. And in this game also, they have brought a Glaceon. I don't know what Glaceon is going to do this game, but yeah, it's a very heat one. And on the bottom, we have Storm Zone, our boy Storm Zone, who is also looking to qualify in this OLT. And they have brought a pretty whack team. They brought a Sun team, but they have a History and Lilligant. They have a Screamtail, so yeah, they have some heat stuff as well. But this game is just gonna blow your mind. The reason why this game is at number 2. Let's find out. So we see the Dragapult lead on the Torkoal. I'm just gonna speed it out to, yeah, till we get to the main conclusion. The Torkoal is speed F, so it didn't take a lot from Shadow Ball, and the Screamtail is also speed F boosting. The spec Shadow Ball does no form of damage. Screamtail is most likely gonna go for a Wish here. Screamtail goes for the Wish, and yeah, it's gonna just protect out, I guess. Protect, and the Cinderace is gonna go for a Code Change for sure, right? The Walking Mid comes out. Storm Zone takes advantage of Cinderace. The Cinderace goes for a U-turn, but the Slowking is gonna get murdered by the Hydro Stream. So I mean the Glaceon is gonna get murdered by Hydro Stream. Yeah, that was Glaceon's job, the sack fodder. But now we see the Terra Slowking goes for the T-Wave. The Hydro Stream is still doing a lot of damage. Storm doesn't want to switch out here, but Asan resets the weather and they go to the Slowking to get the regen. We see the sun come out again. Storm is forced to spin, but he doesn't want to spin. Actually, he wants to send the rocks away to his side. The Dragapult comes out, goes for the Hydro Pump. Holy shit, it kills the Ace. Now we see the Lillian come out. It's an expert build. Dragapult with Shadow Ball, Hydro Pump, and Fire Blast. The Kingambit is here to save the day. Sucker Punches kills the Dragapult. What on earth did the Dragapult just like tap on Storm Zone's team? The Ace comes out, goes for the Fireball, doesn't do a lot of damage. The U-turn chips the Wake Card, goes for the Draco, and the Slowking takes it considerably well, and Storm Zone goes back to the Torkoal. The Slowking doubles to the Enamorous, and the Torkoal is gonna get sacked. Now we see that the Screamtail comes out. He has to Wish up here. Not much he can do actually. I mean, what does the Screamtail even do? Screamtail is pretty screwed. The Guard is gonna definitely go for a Assault Cure, right? He goes for the Assault Cure, but the Wish is gonna come first, and then the Waker is gonna take 25% damage. Storm is trying his best. The Hydro Stream on the Slowking lands. Storm has to prevent the paralysis. The Storm, okay, nice. He didn't get parried, and the Slowking, both, it's a double down. The Screamtail comes out on the Cinderace under Sun. The Cinderace goes for the Fireball, does so much damage, and it goes for the Encore. We see the Guard come out on the Wish, and the Guard is just gonna curse up, I guess. Oh, I mean, they couldn't curse up because, Storm would have Encored the Guard. But it's not looking good for Storm at all. They have a healthy Guard, they have an Ace, they have an Enamorous, just versus, a Screamtail and a Kingambit. The Ace goes for the Will-O-Wisp. He tries to chip, wants to chip the, oh my god, he wants to chip the Screamtail down as much as he can. Ace switches to the Guard. The Screamtail goes for the Gleam. This Guard cannot even curse. I think it might be Protect Guard as well with rocks. I don't know whether it's curse or not. The Screamtail is going for the Dazzling Gleam. The Assault Cure comes out. I mean, Storm is fighting for his life right now, but I mean, he can't do much here. He goes for the Gleam, and the Guard goes for a Recover. Yeah, he's desperately trying to. I mean, he can Encore the Guard if he wants to now, but Asan can double to the Ace here if he wants to. Asan's double to the Ace on the Wish, but the Jailer is gonna get sacked for sure. He goes for the Protect. Okay, Storm still is hanging on for dear life. He doesn't want to give the Screamtail out. The Pyro Ball is definitely gonna come out now. Okay, I don't know why I didn't go for the Pyro Ball, but we see the Guard come out again on the Encore, and the Jailer is definitely gonna die, right? The Jailer, does it go for a Wish? Desperate Wish comes out on the Assault Cure. The Jailer might even live the hit here. The Jailer might live the hit, and the Jailer goes for a Gleam. He's gonna live the hit. The Jailer doesn't wanna die. The Wish is gonna come out first. The Jailer is fighting on for dear life. The Screamtail and the Jailer fighting on for dear life, taking 3 months all at once. But how long? Goes for the Wish, but is he gonna predict or is he gonna sack the? Oh wow! Goes for the Predict again. Asan keeps going for the U-turn. Asan is in the world of hurt right now. Asan has a huge lead, but I don't know how well the lead is. The Jailer goes for the Wish again, and the Ace is getting Pyro Ball PP stalled. No way this shit is happening right now. The Screamtail single-handedly is destroying the Karg and the Ace combined. He gets the critical hit on the Pyro Ball, goes for the Wish, but he's gonna go for the Protect for sure. He goes for the Protect. We see the Enamorous come out, and the Screamtail is gonna go for a Wish again. Pretty sure he goes for the wish, right? He goes for the moon blast. It fails to kill the screen tail. He storms or locks the Enamours into the encore and dies. Now we see the Kingambit come out. Kingambit goes for the SD on the Cinderace. This ace is definitely gonna go for the whiz. We see the Terraflying come out. Oh, okay, the Kingambit gets burned, but they have an Enamours, they have a guard, they have an ace. The ace goes for a Fireball, dodges the Kingambit, dodges the Fireball. He goes for +6. Kingambit Terraflying from this position. The screen tail said the sucker punch. Oh, goes the Cinderace. Stop. Ace goes to the guard. The guard gets destroyed by Iron Head. And we see the Enamours come out. Sucker punch kills the fairy type from full, and from that position, from the struggling screen tail, Kingambit Terraflying broken, screen tail struggle, died, gave his life to defend Storm. The screen tail, the hero of the game, gave his life to defend Storm. Oh my god, the Kingambit set the Kingambit up, and the Kingambit did what it had to do. It fought for Storm, it gave its life, it got burned, it got wounded, it fought the battle graciously and managed to conquer the battle all on its own. Yep. And this is why we have this game straight up at number 2. The greatest, possibly one of the greatest Kingambit comebacks that also in a tournament ever. By that, let's move on to number 1. For number 1, we have a high-level game between two good players. Hyper Offense versus Fat Balance. I won't waste a lot of time talking here. Let's straight move on to what happened in this crazy, absolutely crazy number 1 game. So, just gonna speed a bit up till we move to the main part. We see the obvious Breloom lead coming out on the Excalibur, goes for the Icicle Crash, and this Breloom is going to be Focus Sash for sure. The Bags goes for an Ice Shot, kills the Breloom off. We see the Iron Val come out, the Val is going to go for a Moon Blast. Okay, the Scizor can go for a Bullet Punch. Does he? Oh, he predicts that and goes for a U-turn. And the Landy comes out. The Clodsire might go for a... He takes so much damage from the Landy. The Clodsire goes for a Toxic. Okay. The Clodsire is gonna get sacked. Okay, the Landy goes for the Rocks. The Clodsire goes for the Recover. Okay, if Audi wants, they can just switch out to the Gold Digger. The Gold Digger is on a balloon, so Landy goes for an SD. But the Landy cannot do much now because the best he can do is like Stone Edge. Yep, and the Goldengo is definitely gonna go for a Make It Rain. It's an offensive Landy. The Landy is gonna get destroyed here. The Landy gets destroyed, totally destroyed, and we are gonna see the Ace come out. The Val is gonna get sacked, I believe. Yeah, the Val gets sacked, takes the Fireball, gets even burnt, and the Val is just gonna get sacked here. Not looking good for Audi. The Dragonite comes out, takes the Will-O-Wisp. Oh my god, goes for a DD. But a burnt Dragonite versus Guard. Pex, what do you even do? They go for a DD again, but this Pex is just gonna go for a Haste to erase the state. Oh, it's not even quick, it's Dragon Claw. Yep, the Dragonite is also gonna get sacked for no reason. I mean, if Audi wants, they can double to the Goldengo. The Guard comes out, the Guard can go for some curses if he wants to. The Dragon Claw comes out, the Guard goes for an Iron Defense. Oh my god, it's gonna be an 18+ game. I think this game is going to be an 18+. The Dragonite is desperately trying to just get died. I think that he's trying to sack the Dragon. The Dragonite wants to die here. The Goldengo comes out. The Goldengo, like, he can threaten it with the Make It Rain. But okay, I think Audi wanted to force the Gartera. Goes for a Nasty Plot. The Guard goes for a Salt Cure. The Goldengo didn't take it well at all. And we see that the Goldengo is gonna get sacked. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not. Trust me, guys, it's not looking good. Yeah. They go to the Clodsire. The Clodsire is gonna... What is the Clodsire gonna do? They go for a Quake Dust. No form of damage to the Guard. The Clodsire is gonna go for a Rocks, I believe. Or what do you even do here? They go, oh, it's a Stockpile Cloud. Okay, like, but what is the Stockpile gonna... Is it even gonna help you? We see the ID come out now. They go for the Recover, but... Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a 2x defense boosted Guard. But this Clodsire goes for the Stockpile again. He's trying to get bulky. He's trying to take on the Bags. But I don't think it's going to help him out a lot, right? We see the ID come out again. The Claude goes for a Stockpile 3. This is the most amount of Stockpiles you can, just 3 times. And this Claude has to go for the Earthquake now. Guard goes for a Body Press. Oh, it's an unaware Claude. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's an unaware Claude. So it will beat the Guard 1v1. The Guard is going to get stalled out of Recovers. The Salt Cure comes out again. I don't know why the opponent is just staying with the Guard. He just switch out, man. You don't need to just go to your Toxapex and Haze. You don't need to sack the Guard. Okay, the Claude goes for the Earthquake again. He's chipping the Guard down really well. But yeah, the Claude is also getting chipped, heavily chipped. The Claude might go for a Recover here. The Claude goes for the Recover. I don't think, I mean, yeah, Recover is not to 8 PP only, so the Claude cannot do it for a long time. The Guard is also getting PP stall. We are seeing, like Janet Hex versus Clef. clip versus clip, picks versus picks. So we are seeing Claude versus guard. Similar thing going on. Earthquake does a good chunk of damage. It forces the guard to recover. I don't know like why the opponent is not switching on to the Toxapex. Just go to the Toxapex. You don't need to play this game. Just don't need to waste the PP. But yeah, they go for the Salt Cure again. The Claude goes for the Earthquake. I think they're trying to just PP stall out the Claude, I guess. So goes for the recover. The Claude goes for the Earthquake. Yeah, I think the guard is definitely gonna lose, but they're just gonna go to the picks, and you can just haze it out and like do whatever you want actually. The Earthquake comes out, and is this a guard out of recovers, or does it have one left? He goes for one more recover. We see the Earthquake come out again. I think at this point Audi just wants to sack the Claude, I guess, because he's in recovering. The Salt Cure comes out again on the recover. Okay, finally he recovered, but man, crazy game going on. Absolutely crazy game going on so far. Okay, they go for the last recover on the guard, and we see the Earthquake come out. Yeah, I don't know why does he want to sack the guard so badly. Okay, they had one more, I guess. Okay, my bad, counting mistake. But yeah, the Earthquake is doing a toll on the guard. This Earthquake is max BDF, so the Earthquake comes out again, does 36% damage. I think the Garg is gonna live one more because he's out of recovers. Goes to the Salt Cure. Does it live one more or does it? Okay. Claude goes for a save recovery. He wants to keep the Claude at full to take on the backs, I assume. So the guard goes for a Salt Cure. Yeah, I mean the best he can do is hit it with Salt Cure, right? Because the body press is gonna do lesser damage. It's a runaway Claude. We are gonna see the Claude side. Finally, does it kill the guard or does it go for a recover? He goes for a nice. Okay. Finally, the Behemoth goes down and one Behemoth is left. The Toxapex I told you, he could have gone to the Toxapex and haze. Okay, the best he can do is just Toxic because I think it's out of PP, recovered PP, I guess. The Toxic comes out again. What a game, man. Finally, the Bax comes out, eats the Toxic, but this Bax is just gonna go for a Earthquake and just murder the Claude. And now 4-1 up and just one Kingambit remaining. Gonna be an interesting one, I think. It's a balloon Kingambit. Okay, goes for the eye shot to pop the balloon, but there is a pegs, there is a scissor, there is a Cinderace. You are never getting past them. This is not possible. They go to the Ace. They go for the Will-O-Wisp on the Kingambit. The Kingambit goes for an SD again. Okay, I mean, that's fair, but Ace is at full. It's a Terada, Kingambit, Sucker Punch, oh, goes the Cinderace. But they have a Pegs, they have a Scissor. They go to the Toxapex. Is this Toxapex? The Toxapex is gonna take it. Oh, the Toxapex takes it. But the Kingambit is Terada. The Toxapex keeps hazing it. Yeah, he goes for the haze, but yeah, the Kingambit is gonna take the KO. It all comes down to the Scizor. The Scizor goes for a Bullet Punch. Oh, he didn't even predict the Bullet Punch. He didn't even sucker. Because he's the Sucker Punch King. Guess who this person is? This person is none other than the guy who is commentating this game. It's your boy Blim. The Sucker Punch King himself destroys the opponent with the Terada King. I mean, no need to Sucker Punch. Just cut out the Scizor, cut out the Ace, cut out the Toxapex. GG. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you did. And I will catch all of you guys with one more amazing video. Let me know in the comments which game you thought was the best one. And peace.